A multimedia text set is essentially a web quest that has been packaged into Google Docs in a way that is engaging and eye-catching for the student to complete. And there are a couple of different ways that you can create them. Here's one that a math teacher at Del Castle created. So you'll notice right away she has a blue background to catch the student's attention and a nice comic up at the top. On the left-hand side, there's text or media that these students can access. And then on the right-hand side, they can write a response that they have to it. So that response could be, their emotional reaction to the material or something that was shocking to them, something that they're confused about, or she could have even gone through and asked questions of her students in each of these boxes for her students to respond to. You'll notice on the left that there are different types of media for them to access as well, hence multimedia text set. This first one asks them to read something, so it's an article, whereas the second one is asking them to watch something. Here is another one made by someone in our district, and you'll notice this one looks a little different. It's using what's called a game board template. In the center of the game board, the teacher has provided some rules of the game. So she says titles with an asterisk must be completed. So she has this wonder that's a necessity, check that's a necessity, a create that's a necessity, and a summarize that's a necessity. But these other ones are just optional. Then she also asks for her students to use the fill tool to color in the boxes that they have completed to help them keep track, which I think is a great strategy to use as well. Here's one that John Filsick created for these life cycle of a star, and he's also using the game board template. Now the way he did his was he had questions on paper for his students to answer, and by accessing these various pieces of media, his students would be able to answer those questions. And he told his students if they choose wisely, they might be able to access as little as 2 of these resources, which obviously made some of the kids very excited. Some of these other resources actually weren't necessary to complete the task at hand, but they really enriched the students' understanding of the life cycle of a star. So that was really cool. Here's one that I made where I had students in a group of 4 work together to work on this. So the red students would focus on the red section, the green students on the green section, etc. And then there was a note taker on the second page where all 4 group members could take notes on their learning from the game board. So that's a look at multimedia text sets and a few ways that they can be done. Attached below in the Schoology sheets are the templates that you can use to create these, as well as some Google Doc hints.